Yes, catfish. It is a clear yes, commonly called as a catfish or magur. We know about it. Yes, very important character here. Four pairs of barbels are here. They are one, two, three, four. Four pairs of barbels are here. So it supplements the gill respiration with accessory organs or a respiration. So it can remain away out of water for a long time. It can also travel a distance of nearly half a kilometer on its paid fins and is now called as a walking fish. So this fish has a peculiar dorsal fin, barbels, and all other characteristic features means air bladder is physostomia, size reduced and spiracles are absent. Tail is laterally compressed one diaphy circle, very important, and having a rounded caudal fin. Pectoral fins cause painful wounds. They are now placed very low along ventrolateral angles of abdomen. Another one is Weberian ossicles connecting the internal ear and air bladder is present. So like this. Now another one here is eelfish, anguilla, eelfish. So anguilla commonly called as a eel, measuring nearly 1.2 meters in length. Body is elongated one, slender one, a snake-like appearance. See this. Chudandi. An elongated body is there. Now a snake-like body. On each side, operculum covers the gill slits. Dorsal fin, anal fin, and caudal fin are joined together, forming a continuous fin. Now pelvic fins are absent. We are unable to see the pelvic fins. A pectoral fin is there, dorsal fin is there. Okay, but which one is not there? మనం ఏమి చూడలేమంటే ఏం చెప్పాలి? Pelvic fins are now absent. Fin rays are there in the fins. Body is covered by minute scales embedded in the skin. Okay. Another one is the spines. They are absent. Gill openings are very smaller. Gills displaced posteriorly with 6 to 22 branchiostegal rays. There are no special accessory organs for breathing air when they are on the land. Probably air is taken through the skin, maybe. What are the special characters? Eels have a peculiar breeding habits and life histories. Both the American and European eels, when about 60 centimeter long, put on breeding. The green European eel travels about 3,000 miles to span in hot waters of West Indies. Upon reaching the coastal waters, green color changes to silver. Eyes are now enlarged and gonads mature. The fish lays about 10 million eggs, which hatches into pelagic larva called as a leptocephaly. ఆ లార్వాను మనం ఏమని పిలుస్తున్నామమ్మా? లెప్టోసెఫాలీ అని పిలుస్తున్నాం. These larvae take homeward journey, towards the home. So on the contrary to present known work, Aristotle thought that they come from entrails of earth. Once again, you see all this character. Anguilla called as a eel fish, measuring nearly 1.2 meters in length. Body is slender, elongated, and snake-like body. On each side, operculum covers the gill slits. Dorsal fin, anal fin, caudal fin, all are joined together to form a continuous one. But which fin is not there? Pelvic fins are not there. Fins are also supported by fin rays. Body is covered by minute scales embedded in the skin and arranged obliquely at right angles to the another, forming a curious pattern. Now another one is the spines are absent. Gill opening also smaller. Oviducts are absent. Anotherly, what are the special features? They can be able to show migrate. So eels have a peculiar breeding habits and life histories. So both the American and European eel, when about 60 centimeter long, put on breeding colors. The green European eel travels about 3,000 miles to span in hot waters of West Indies. 3,000 miles, 3,000 miles it do journey, migrate to reach the hot waters of West Indies. Upon reaching the coastal waters, green color changes to silver. Okay, green color changes to silver. Eyes are enlarged and gonads mature. They releases nearly 10 million eggs, which hatches into pelagic larvae called leptocephaly. You remember about it? Leptocephaly. These larvae take homeward journey. Again, they start their journey from West Indies, especially hot waters of West Indies, to go to their native places. Okay. Identification. ఏ ఫిన్స్ లేవని చెప్పాం, గుర్తుందా ఎవరికైనా?
Pelvic fins.
Pelvic, yes, pelvic fins are not there. The remaining fins are now joined together to form a continuous one, elongated body. Okay, snake-like appearance, nearly 1.2 meters long will be there, etc. Identification. Since this fish has a continuous caudal, anal, dorsal fins. Okay. And very important, catadramous migration. Catadramous migration they are exhibiting. So Anguilla is a freshwater fish. It is a voracious feeder and catadramous fish, and it can live for several hours out of water. The adult eels live in ponds, estuaries, rivers, and coastal areas of the sea, and damp grasses or moss outside water. So the catadramous migration is exhibited by, shown by Anguilla. Okay. Other name of Anguilla is immediate eel fish. Okay. Now the next other one is flying fish. Very important. One word is important here. Up to Osteichthyes, yes, we know that their skeleton, endoskeleton is made up of bony material. Hence, we concluded them under bony fishes. That is Osteichthyes. Actinopterygiae, that is a subclass, ray-finned fish. Superorder Teleosteae, bony fishes proper. Order Synantognathae, that is a flying fish. Dorsal fin above anal, pectorals high on body. Genus is Exocetus. Exocetus commonly called as a flying fish. Flying frog is there, Rhacophorus. flying fish is there, that is now this is Exocetus. Flying amphibian ante Rhacophorus, flying fish ante this Exocetus. Okay, so enlarged body with silvery white sides measures nearly 30 to 45 centimeter in length, divided into head, trunk and tail and covered with a overlapping cycloid scales. Head contains large eyes. The upper part of snout is produced into a process. Mouth opening is very small. But teeth in both jaws. Pre-operculum and symplectic, that is absent. Lower pharyngeals unites as a single bone. See this pectoral fin is modified to wing. చూడండి ఆన్సర్ ఏమిటి? The wing-like structure is there annam. Due to the presence of a wing, they can able to fly not in the sky, simply up to certain meters above to the water level. ఓకేనా? సముద్రంలో నీటి పైభాగాన up to certain meters only they can able to fly, but not they can able to fly in the sky. వింటున్నారా?
Yes, sir.
వాటికి వింగ్ లాగా అని అంటున్నాము కానీ దే ఆర్ నాట్ ఏ రియల్ వింగ్స్. ఏ వింగ్ లైక్ పెక్టోరల్ ఫిన్. సో పెక్టోరల్ ఫిన్ ఈస్ మాడిఫైడ్ టు వింగ్. Pectoral fin is modified to wing. Pectoral fin is modified to wing. That is important here. Due to a wing-like structure, they can show up to certain extent flying just above to the water level in the marine or sea is up to certain meters only. So pectoral fins are exceptionally large, spread like a wing and make gliding flights. Gliding flights. In some of the lower lobe of caudal fin is larger and stronger, and by its powerful strokes the fish is able to leave water with force. Now pelvic fins are also developed and adapted for lifting the body. Pelvic fins are also somewhat modified to lift the body when it is in flying. Okay. Ventral lobe of the tail fin is larger, oviparous. So what are the special features? Exocetus is not a true flying fish. Especially in worms is it emerges to glide over the water. Gliding చేయగలుగుతుంది. Glide. Pectorals act as a wing. It also leaves water to escape from larger fishes such as tunas and mackerel. So the fish can glide over the surface of the water for about 400 meters. Okay. What are the identification character? ఇప్పుడు చెప్పినటువంటివన్నీ మనం రాస్తే all will be become a good identification character by which we can identify that the given starter is Exocetus. ఏ ఫిన్ చూడాలి మనం? వింగ్ లైక్ ఫిన్ ఎక్కడ? ఏమిటిది వింగ్ లైక్ ఫిన్?
Pectoral fin, sir.
Pectoral fin is modified into wing-like structure. Okay. The another one, Anabas. Anabas. So up to this ostrictis అంటే మీన్ కార్డేటా, క్రేనియేటా, వర్టిబ్రేటా, నాథోస్టోమేటా, పిస్సస్ ఇవన్నీ కామన్. ఆస్టిక్టిస్ వరకు అంటే ఏమిటంటే దే హ్యావ్ ఏ ఎండోస్కెలటన్ మేడప్ ఆఫ్ ఎ బోనీ మెటీరియల్. యాక్టినోప్టెరిజియై అంటే రే ఫిన్నెడ్ ఫిషెస్. నౌ అనబాస్. Anabas commonly called as a climbing perch. Climbing perch. ఏమంటారు దాన్ని? క్లైంబింగ్ పర్చ్. Fish measuring about 30 centimeter is olive green in color. Body of the fish covered by cycloid scales and divided into head, trunk and tail. Head is a conical containing a large eyes, nostrils and mouth. Jaws prevomer and parasphenoid with fixed conical teeth. In front of eyes is a preorbital bone. A preorbital bone containing spine. Small spines also occur along the edges of operculum. Dorsal and anal fins are now elongated. They are divided into anterior and posterior parts, supported by stiff spines and soft rays respectively. Here pelvic fins are anteriorly situated almost below the pectorals. Accessory respiratory suprabranchial organ that is well developed, having a thin and folded bony laminae covered with mucous membrane. Yes, tail is perfectly symmetrical. This is a caudal fin, anal fin, pectoral fin, mouth, nostrils, eyes, and serrated operculum. Serrated operculum. Now the dorsal fin. In the middle part of the body, there is a clear visibling of lateral line. So clear visible lateral line is also there. Yes. Now here మీకు అందరికి విజిబుల్ అవుతుందా? Yes. Protopteris. I think they are belong to Dipni. There are three different kinds of Dipni fishes are there: Protopteris, Neoceratodus, and Lepidosiren. At least you also give your voice along with me. Protopteris, Lepidosiren, Neoceratodus. Once again I repeat all these three. The name of one of the lungfish here is Protopteris, Lepidosiren and Neoceratodus. Okay. Neoceratodus. ఏమ్మా వింటున్నారా? Yes?
Yes, sir.
I think this is a practical class. We have to listen and learn. He is up to the completion of 3-hour program from 2 to 5. No exceptions. Even for a student and even for a faculty. Okay, that's why I have given a 1 minute of break. I think may not be suitable for you, not optimal for you, but no way. We have to learn. Yes, Protopteris అన్నటువంటిది ఏమిటంట అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ లంగ్ ఫిష్. ఆస్టిక్టిస్ వరకు మనము అన్నిటికీ క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఒకటే. ఏమి ఫర్ కార్డేటా, ఫర్ క్రేనియేటా, ఫర్ వర్టిబ్రేటా, ఫర్ న్యాథోస్టోమేటా, ఫర్ పీసాస్, ఫర్ ఆస్టిక్టిస్ మీన్స్ బోనీ ఫిషెస్. కోయనాక్టిస్ అంటే నాస్టిల్స్ ఆర్ కనెక్టెడ్ టు మౌత్ క్యావిటీ. నాస్టిల్స్ ఎవరికి కనెక్ట్ అయి ఉన్నాయి? కనెక్టెడ్ విత్ మౌత్ క్యావిటీ. పెయిడ్ ఫిన్స్ విత్ లార్జర్ మీడియన్ లూప్. Super order Dipnoi, it is a lung fish, body long and slender, and again premaxilla or maxilla both are absent. Air bladder, see here how it is. How it is? Air bladder, how they are? Lung-like. If they are working as a lung-like means they can able to breathe through them. Hence we call them as a lung fishes. Okay. So Protopteris గురించి మనం చూస్తాం. Protopteris అంటే commonly known as a African lungfish. Protopteris is a African lungfish. Body is elongated, cylindrical, eel-like and completely enclosed by small cycloid scales. African lungfish, okay, because of that is limited to Africa. Small cycloid scales are there. Head also contains with small eyes, nostrils and mouth. Dorsal and caudal fins are continuous. Pectoral and pelvic fins are reduced to slender appendages and without fin rays. This is ARER. So pectorals and pelvic fins both are reduced to slender appendages and without fin rays. There are 6 branchial arcs and 5 clefts. Larval gills are retained as a vestigial organ throughout their life. There are 2 lungs. You remember that because of it will be the contrasting character with the other Dipnoi lung fishes. How many lungs are here? 2 lungs extending throughout the body cavity. Lateral line is well developed, kidneys not so elongated. Larva contain 4 pairs of apparent external gill. Okay. See the diagram. See this. See this. There is a eye, operculum, mouth, nostril, pectoral fins. చూడండి pectoral fins ఎలా ఉన్నాయో. Means generally it should be wider and shorter. They should be very close with the body. అవునా? బట్ ఇక్కడ చూస్తే ఎలా ఉన్నాయి? ఎలా ఉన్నాయి? జస్ట్ లైక్ అన్ ఎలాంగేటెడ్ వన్స్. అవునా? పొడవుగా ఉన్నాయా లేదా ఫిన్స్ కూడా? ఇంకా ఇప్పుడు డార్సల్ ఫిన్ ఎలా ఉంది? ఇట్ ఈస్ సమ్వాట్ వైడర్ అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కంప్లీట్లీ అటాచ్డ్ విత్ ద బాడీ కంప్లీట్లీ. ఇక్కడ చూస్తే పెక్టోరల్ ఫిన్స్ అన్నటువంటివి దే ఆర్ నాట్ కంప్లీట్లీ అటాచ్డ్ విత్ ద బాడీ త్రూఅవుట్ ఇట్స్ రీజియన్, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ ఎలాంగేటెడ్ వన్. Operculum is also there. Lateral line is well developed. Anal fin is there. Pelvic fin gaani, pectoral fins gaani ela unnai, and elongated ones only. So Protopterus is an air breather. Protopterus annectens and two other species of Central Africa retire to burrows in mud where mucus dries up to form cocoon with lid and a tube leads to mouth of the face for breathing. It spans after return of water. These lungfishes show combination of primitive and specialized characters. The presence of a spiral valve in the intestine, cloaca, anus, and unconstricted notochord are the primitive characters. While lack of ossification in the cartilaginous cranium, absence of premaxilla and maxilla, and presence of a dental plates on the jaw, they are specialized characters. Presence of internal nostrils, lung respiration, and autostylic suspensorium show similarity with the amphibians. చాలండి, అంతకంటే ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, చాలు. సో దే ఆర్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ క్యారెక్టర్స్. ఏమంటున్నా? దే ఆర్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ క్యారెక్టర్స్. Now amphibia. I think today we have completed all the fishes up to certain extent. ఇంకా కొన్ని ఉన్నాయి. లేబియో రోహిత, hippocampus, a few things are also there. We will see all of them in another class. Okay, ఏమేం చదివామ్మా ఈరోజు ప్రాక్టికల్ క్లాస్లో? చెప్పండి.
Amphioxus, sir.
Okay, amphioxus,
Ascidians,
ascidians,
Petromyxon,
okay, petromyxon,
Pisces,
next,
Nacrin,
okay,
Trigon,
okay,
Suckerfish,
suckerfish, echinus,
Catfish,
good,
Eelfish.
exocetus,
Yes, sir.
okay. So nearly we complete all the spotters of fishes. Nearly 2 to 3 maybe left over in the same class of fishes. We will see all of them in the next class. Again, it is better to see 1 or 2 spotters of amphibia also. We will see now. Amphibia is up to vertebrata, gnathostomata is up to the same characteristic features are same for both fishes and amphibia. So phylum Chordata means dorsal tubular nerve cord, notochord, pharyngeal gill slips are common present. For craniata, what we say? Definite head is there, cranium is there with brain. Yes. Subphylum vertebrata అని ఎందుకు చెప్తామంటే, in the body there is a presence of vertebral column. Yes, organism is with vertebral column on their back, definitely will comes under subphylum, that is vertebrata. Division, that is a gnathostomata, because of observing of jaws in their buccal cavity, hence we grouped it under a gnathostomata. Up to this the characters are same. Now the subclass tetrapoda. Tetrapoda, not a subclass, it is a superclass. Okay, you listen. Tetrapoda, it is not a subclass, it is a superclass. Tetrapoda, here paired limbs are there, a pair of forelimb and a pair of hind limbs, etc. are there. Yes, and another lungs, carnified skin, and bony skeleton is there. When all these characters are there, such organisms are grouped under Tetrapoda. Now the class is Amphibia. Amphibia here is a cold-blooded organisms, scaleless, glandular skin, and they can able to live in water and also land. So we called it as an amphibious mode of life. Two occipital condyles are there. Heart is 3-chambered. Okay. So observing all these characters, such animals are treated under amphibia. Once again, what are the characters? If we found in that animal, that should be belong to amphibia. One is a cold-blooded organism, scaleless, glandular skin. So they can able to live in water and also on the land. Two occipital condyles are there. Heart is 3-chambered. Okay. Order Gymnophiana. That I think we are seeing about Ichthyophis. సో ఇక్థియోఫిస్ కాబట్టి మనం ఏమంటున్నాం ఇక్కడ జిమ్నోఫియానా ఆర్డర్కి అది సంబంధించిందిగా చెప్తున్నాం. ఐ థింక్ వర్మిఫార్మ్ ఆంఫీబియా వితౌట్ లింబ్ గెడ్డిల్స్ కానీ లింబ్స్ కానీ ఏమీ ఉండవు. సో ఇక్థియోఫిస్ means limbs are completely absent. Limbless organism, limb girdles are not there, limbs are not there, hence it is a belong to apoda. I think Gymnophiana, apoda rendu vakate. Apoda ante artham emi limbs are absent, limbless organism. Poda ante foot, apoda ante absence of foot, absence of limbs. Okay, Gymnophiana అని ఎందుకు పేరు వచ్చింది? It look like a worm, vermiform like. Okay, I think a snake like appearance. Now that Ichthyophis, what are the common characters of this one? It is commonly called as a Sicilian. ఏమంటాం? Commonly called as a Sicilian. Animal is worm-like and slender, measuring about 30 cm in length. Body is covered with smooth, slimy, transversely ringed skin, consisting of small calcified scales arranged transverse rows, squid glands in skin discharge and initiating fluid. Head contains eyes, nostrils, and a pair of sensory tentacles. Tympanic membrane, tympanic cavity, and columella all are absent. Eyes are very small, functionless, and covered by skin. Though reduced but contain all the parts, a small protrusible. Yes, geographically it is distributed to certain regions only, that is Sri Lanka, Philippines, Borneo, Java, Seychelles, Mexico, to Argentina, and even in India, that is Mysore, and is the only representative of Gymnophiana living today in tropical countries. And again, what is their habit? It lives in burrows and leads a fossorial life in moist ground. So the animal is blind and adapted for burrowing life. It feeds on invertebrates. So animal ki em levanta? No eyes. If eyes are there, they are not work. They are not in working. Functionless eyes are there. అందుకే వీటిని ఏమంటారు? బ్లైండ్ ఆంఫీబియన్ అని కూడా అనవచ్చు. ఓకే. సో వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఫీచర్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్? వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఫీచర్స్? ఇక్తియోఫిష్ యొక్క క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఏమి అంటే, it is now commonly called as a Sicilian. Animal is now worm-like and slender, measuring about 30 centimeter in length. Body is covered with a smooth, slimy and transversely ringed skin, especially consisting of small calcified scales arranged transverse rows. Head contains eyes, nostrils and a pair of sensory tentacles. Tympanic membrane, tympanic cavity and columella, everything is absent. Head contains eyes, nostrils and a pair of sensory tentacles are also there. Eyes are very small, functionless. You remember that. But sensory tentacles are there, they can able to sense its surrounding environment. Okay. Naturally it is living in burrows and lead to fossorial life in moist ground. The animal is completely blind and also adapted for burrowing life. It feeds on invertebrates. Okay. విన్నారా అంతా?
Yes, sir.
అందరు విన్నారా?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. What is the diagram?
Ichthyophis.
Very good. Ichthyophis with a lot energy you are saying. Good. Even we have been discussing for the last two and a half an hour. Nearly 240 minutes. Yes, all students should have like this with great power of energy. Great power, great energy. Now this is called as a ichthyophis. Ichthyophis ఎక్కడ జీవిస్తుంది? It lives in burrows. Is it eyes? Eyes ఉన్నాయా వాటిలో? Eyes are maybe there, but they are not working. Functionless. Simply covered by the skin. Okay. A vestigial tail is there. Because of no need to go for moving. Maximum because of they are all the time inside the burrow. Snake-like body. Elongated body. And a sensory tentacles are there. Tympanic membrane, tympanic cavity and columella, everything is absent. Okay. Now another one is a salamandra. This is not included. Salamandra, this is now commonly known as a salamander. Animal lizard-like Males measuring 12 to 15 centimeter in length, females longer than females longer than males. Body color brilliantly black with irregular patches of yellow on back and limbs. Fore and hind limbs are well developed and lift the body well above ground. Both of the limbs are very well developed. Head contains prominent eyes and nostrils. Eyes are also provided with mobile eyelids. The large parotid glands are present behind the head. You remember that even in the human body, which is the largest salivary gland, that is a parotid gland. So here parotid glands are also present behind the head. Tooth bearing extensions of preomers along parasphenoids present, lungs present, gills and gill clefts are completely absent in the adults. Vertebrae opisthosceles type, viviparous, they can lay the egg, so that is now not correct. They can give the young one, they can give the birth, okay, they give the birth to young one, that is a viviparous. Okay, the eggs develop in oviducts. Larva has gills which are now shed before hatching. Viviparous. Identification, since this Urodela has a brilliant color body and above the features, the given spider may be treated as a salamander. Anyhow, once again we will see what are the characters. Salamander is commonly known as a fire salamander. Animal lizard-like. Body colored brilliant black with the irregular patches of yellow on back and limbs. Fore and hind limbs well developed and also lift the body well above the ground. Head contains prominent eyes and nostrils. Eyes are provided with mobile eyelids. The large parotid glands are present just behind the head. Tooth bearing extensions of preoma along with the parasphenoids present. So lungs are there. See here the same coloring pattern. Forelimb, hind limb, nostrils. Now the coloration of the body. Okay. Now the next one is a bufo. Simply see this. It is commonly found in our dwellings. Bufo. Yes. It is belong to the order Anura. Scaleless amphibia. Anuralo ఏముండవు, స్కేల్స్ ఉండవు. Scaleless amphibia, tail, external gills and gill slits are absent. Both hind limbs and forelimbs are well developed here also. Now commonly called as a toad. Bufo ఏమంట, commonly called as a toad frog. మీకు ఈ పదం ఇంతకుముందు ఎప్పుడన్నా వచ్చిందా? టోడ్ ఫిష్ అని ఎప్పుడన్నా విన్నారా? టోడ్ ఫిష్ అనే ఒక పదం ఎప్పుడన్నా వచ్చిందా? యస్, వినపడుతుందా అందరికి?
Yes, sir.
పారాసైటిజం ఒక పదం వినపడిందా? In which hyperparasitism, one more another kind. In hyperparasitism, there is a Nosema notabilis that live as a parasite on Spirospora polymorpha, but which is already living as a parasite in the urinary bladder of టోడ్ ఫిష్. ఓకే, గుర్తుందా?
ఎస్ సార్.
అది హైపర్ పారాసైటిజం గురించి చెప్పేటప్పుడు చెప్పి ఉంటాం. ఇక్కడ బీఫోన్ ఏమంటామంటే ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఏ ట్రూ టోడ్ ఫ్రాగ్. It differs from frog in having rough, dry, warty skin with more poisonous glands than mucus glands. బాడీ అంతా కూడా ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే బాగా రఫ్గా ఉంటుంది, డ్రైగా ఉంటుంది. వార్టీ స్కిన్ విత్ మోర్ పాయిజనస్ గ్లాండ్స్ ఆర్ దే. ద స్కిన్ ఈస్ మోర్ ఆర్ లెస్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొటెక్టివ్ నేచర్ దాన్ రెస్పిరేటరీ. బాడీ డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ హెడ్ అండ్ ట్రంక్. విచ్ వన్ is not there? Body is divided into head and trunk. So which one is not there? Neck is not there. Neck is absent. Head contains a large eyes, nostrils and tympanum. Behind eyes there is a pair of large parotid poisonous. Chudandi, parotid poison glands are there behind the eye. So a pair of large parotid poison glands are there. Hind limbs are very short. Toes provided with horny tips and poorly developed webs are here. Maxillary teeth, sternum absent, and ventral parts of pectoral girdle, that is overlap. Sacral vertebra has a dilated transversary process. Vertebrae are procoelous, urostyle with double condyle, and liver is bilobe. Anyhow, we will see all this character once again in the next classes, because of for the last 3 hours nearly you are listening sincerely. So
Yes,
I would like to say thanks to all of you, because of you have a great patience. Offline classes may not be difficult to hear even continuously for 3 hours, but in online classes you have to touch with your phone, you have to see the very small screen, and like mine, you have to insert your earbuds at your ear. It also will give the pain to this tympanic membrane. So lot of difficulties are there to stay continuously for 3 hours for one class, for one subject. That is also too difficulty, but still these people are here, are connected with zoology for the continuous 3-hour program in a practical class. I feel very happy because of all of you are here continuously for the last 3 hours onwards. Okay, yes, within a few minutes we will close it. Okay, what are the amphibians? మనం ఇంతవరకు చదివినటువంటివి ఏమి? వెరీ లిమిటెడ్ వన్. yes, ఇక్తియోఫిస్ అన్నాం. దీనికి ఏమన్నా ఐస్ ఉంటాయా?
yes sir.
Eyes are there but not functional, and also covered by skin. Yes, its nature of habitat is burrowing. బాగా గుంతలు తీసుకొని అక్కడ జీవిస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో కామన్లీ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఏ సిసిలియన్. సిసిలియన్ అనగానే బ్లైండ్ వామ్ అని అర్థం. Animal is a worm-like, slender, and body is covered with smooth, slimy and transversely ringed skin consisting of small calcified scales arranged transversely rows, etc. Head contains eyes. Eyes are there but not working in condition. Functionless eyes are there. A pair of sensory tentacles are here. A tympanic membrane, tympanic cavity, columella, everything is absent in the case of ichthyophis. Okay, now go to the salamandra. Salamander ni మనం ఏమంటున్నాం? It is a fire salamander. Fire salamander అని అంటున్నాం. Okay, now identification characters లో మనం బ్రిలియన్సీ కలర్డ్ బాడీ మనం దీన్ని బాగా చూడవచ్చు. బోత్ ఫోర్ లిమ్స్ అండ్ హైండ్ లిమ్స్ ఆర్ గ్రేట్లీ డెవలప్ అండ్ పవర్ఫుల్. ఓకే, I think I would like to close now. Yes, we will close it.
Yes, sir.